Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play some terrible, terrible Dota. It's the only kind we do. Alright. I played a little today. It was okay. Things have been going relatively well. I bought more goddamn items. I need to stop. This is starting to get really bad. I look at all of these chests and like, you know what? There is something in that chest that I don't have yet. And I buy it, and then I buy more, and then I buy... You know, at least I'm not buying power, right? I'm supporting independent item developers. That's the best way to describe it. Jeez. It's a real thing. It could be a problem for me going forward. This is worse than the Hearthstone thing. Okay. Why must you always stream at 4 AM? Because it's the time I'm comfortable with, and it's not 4 AM here. And time zones are real. That would be why. Who's buying Star Wars Armada? I certainly am. I imagine that it's probably going to be cheaper on Amazon and cool stuff. Was it Cool Stuff? I think I just started ordering from there. Cool Stuff Inc. I was recommended that as a good place to buy board games and miniatures, so I started ordering from there. But, Star Wars Armada looks awesome. I loved playing Battlefleet Gothic, and it was a terribly supported game because Games Workshop hates all of its stuff that isn't 40k. Like, as in the legit 40k game, as opposed to anything that's a spin-off. Oh, no, they absolutely hate that stuff. You know, I was an avid Gorka Morka player back in the day, and the level of support they showed for Gorka Morka was disgustingly low. So, I got a little salty about that, because all their specialist games are clearly the better games, you know? They're obviously much, much better than their regular games. They're a lot more fun to play. Alright, okay. Well, I guess I'll kind of wait till the end and then pick around what the other guys are going for. It's 1 AM? No, it's not. It's 11. It's not 1 AM. It's 11 PM here. It's totally healthy. I can play a couple of hours before I go to bed. Yeah. Yeah, Armada looks great. Looking forward to that one. I've been buying a lot of X-Wing, and I've been enjoying playing that very much. Although I think I've spent more time sorting tokens in my lockbox than anything else. Which is surprisingly therapeutic. I've got to the point where I just started throwing tokens away. It's like, I don't think there's going to be a situation in a game where I need 65 stress tokens. I think it's probably not going to be an issue. Well, nobody's picking yet.
Only 10 seconds.
And a display of infuriating. Should we go for Tidehunter?
5 seconds. Hurry, hurry.
Yeah, let's go for Tidehunter. There we go. That means that I can use my boat. That's what we like to see. So, well, Ricky, Lena, there's a lot of squish there. Phantom Lancer.
Well, let's get to it, shall we?
To make waves.
Team fight Tidehunter. Which one? Purge's Guide to Tidehunter offlane. There we go. I trust Purge's Guides a little more than the other random stuff. We have a Witch Doctor. That's always nice. And, of course, he has a wonderful name, as you might imagine. Welcome to Dota.
By the moon.
Alright, let's offlane, shall we?
30 seconds until...
Digital sports.
I do quite love... I don't know, man. I think I'm starting to love the announcer pack a little more than I am the Bastion one. I don't know. There's just some really good jokes. Now, the Bastion one is all-round great, though. But I am running the Stanley Parable one quite a bit, just because it is pretty good. Yeah, I use a lot of Tortellini's guides, and I don't have a problem with his stuff. It seems to work well.
We'll turn this tide to our
There's the occasional really good joke in the Stanley Parable one. I think that just the Bastion one is just generally better, because all the stuff's good, but... I'm sorry, 30 seconds till digital sports is clearly the best.
On the hunt.
I mean, you know, you couldn't ask for anything more than that, really. We're going Death Prophet Tidehunter. Is it? I mean, this is one of those other circumstances where we have 3 mid-heroes again, isn't it? Ugh.
I surge.
Are you ready for some digital sports? I certainly hope so. Okay. We use this for farming. Alright. No one assumes it actually has a... Okay, so it resets your speed. Good to know. Okay. I haven't played Tide in a while, so... You're getting a bit pushy for that, huh? If only you had some kind of stun, but you don't. At least not right now, anyway. But it's okay, because we get that. And, you know, Death Prophet would be nice if you denied that, but hey. Like he's a bit asleep, but whatever. Okay, so I have to deal with Phantom Lancer. That'll be good.
On the hunt.
How could I not want to deal with Phantom Lancer?
By the moon, I'm hungry.
Get a little bit of Kraken Shell there. So yeah, that was, you know, I don't like Phantom Lancer to the point where I just want to hit him a lot. So if you see that happening, I'll be mostly doing it out of sheer spite.
I surge.
Yeah, Death Prophet is probably not going to be great here. But again, at this MMR, you get suboptimal aims all the bloody time. So we're just going to do our best and try not to die and get some good fights. That's how it's going to be. I don't like this idea of, oh, the team's doomed because of the composition before we even fucking began. It's like, no, chances are the players on the other team are really bad, and the players on our team are also really bad, meaning that team drafting is actually not that relevant at this level. So, you know, you just play your hero well, don't die too much, try and get some last hits, things will probably turn out fine. That's my attitude at any rate. And I'm just being nasty and aggro and trying to push them away from last hitting, which seems to be working fairly well. Last thing we want is the Phantom Lancer getting really farmed. That doesn't seem like a good idea. So I will try and do my best to avoid that. I've only got 3 last hits so far, though, so that's pretty pathetic.
To battle.
So I'm not hugely keen on that.
I could eat a diatom.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to just make sure the Phantom Lancer doesn't get farmed. Thankfully, it seems like Death Prophet wants to do exactly the same thing. Which, to be fair, is what you get when you play Phantom Lancer. Like, you should accept that. You picked Phantom Lancer? Okay, well, you're going to get dicked on constantly. We'll just deal with it. No, I take a very optimistic view to Dota. I do. I think it's the only way to play. If you don't take an optimistic view to Dota, then you're going to have a really bad time with it. So why, you know, why do anything else? You might as well try and take an optimistic view of it. This could be problematic. I think we might, yeah, I think we're just going to pop the salve. Still just sort of like pressuring the lane back a bit. Nobody's killed anything yet. Death Prophet continues to harass the Phantom Lancer, which is good. We've already discussed that every time this comes up, it's like sub-games. No, we've talked about that. The skill disparity is a real problem, and as a result, we won't do them. Because it just won't be fun for people. So, no sub-games. If it was an easier game, like, I don't know, even like Awesome Dota or something like that, or maybe even just like a Smite Arena, then maybe, but it's not. It's Dota, and Dota's really hard, and skill disparity is a big deal. So I prefer not to encourage it. I like to hang around at my, whatever my MMR is, which is obviously not good, but... Should I get, like... Is it asking me to get a second stout shield? It can't be, surely. Like, yeah, get 2 stout shields. No, probably not. Well, at least Death... I don't know if Death Prophet is actually getting any farm. I haven't really been paying much attention. Ah, messed that one up completely. What's Death Prophet got? Null Talisman. And... not getting a huge amount. But then again, neither am I, so it's to be expected. I'm going to be eating quite a lot of that stuff, so... Just better learn to live with it.
I could eat a krill.
That gets me Gush, so that's going to make things a little easier. He is really going for me. Thankfully, I do have Kraken Shell and a lot of Tangos, so I can outlast this. And I'm going to nick this. Thank you very much. I need it more than you do.
Forward.
Yeah, I was playing in the high skill bracket with Purge, of course, and I got wrecked. I played a decent enough Lina, but like the one where I played Witch Doctor, I just got absolutely destroyed. So that should show like skill disparity in a nutshell. And I'm being instructed by him, and I still went like 0 for 10 with Witch Doctor, which was just horrible. So
a good path. The tide moves. The tide moves.
That's the real one. That is not. I shouldn't have any problem with that, because I actually don't think the PL at this level actually shouldn't be able to do too much damage to me because of Kraken Shell. So, yeah, I should do fine against him, hopefully. Still no kills, 6 minutes in. This has been a quiet game thus far, very much so.
Forward.
I don't want to get too close.
No
Just because of that damn slow.
my dead body.
He's gonna hit me with it regardless, but we're all kind of, you know, we're getting some last hits. It's not brilliant, but we're also kind of pressuring them, which I like.
I serve.
I guess we can keep all that. Someone in chat suggested selling the stout shield, but
To battle.
the guide isn't telling me to do that. Plus, I'd rather just have the extra protection for the time being.
I go.
Like, who wants to die, right? Would it get me anything good? Probably not at the moment.
I could eat
There we
an
go. Cool.
anchovy.
Almost to level 6.
By the moon.
Oh, we might as well just go for Arcane Boots. Okay, I'm not 100% sure what Death Prophet
On
is
the
doing.
hunt.
Beware of what? Should I be a very wary bear?
The tide.
Can do that.
moves.
It does seem like, I mean, they do just kind of smell like they're baiting, don't they? It's like, but are they? Ow.
By the moon.
That stuff's doing a lot more damage than I would hope.
Agreed.
No, I'm not going to play the lava again. I've already discussed that many times. I don't want to play it. Why would I? Like, don't support
I go.
a company that's personally slighted me. That doesn't seem like a good idea.
Invisibility.
But we've had this discussion's been going on for years. And to be fair, like, I don't like LoL enough to even care, you know? Like, if I want a game like that, I could play Dawngate, which is quite like LoL and has some kind of nice features. So, did they really fucking figure that out? He's invisible. Alright, well, I mean, I don't have level 6, so I don't know about this, but we'll give it a shot.
And the blood
There we go.
spills.
Mine by right. I'm as red
Cool.
as I bite.
I didn't get the kill on either of them, but whatever works. And that got me Arcane Boots, so I can't really complain.
I surge.
Gather for Arcane Boots. There we go.
The tide moves.
Yep. Blink Dagger is good for team fighting. Because obviously you can Blink Dagger in and then you Ravage, and that sets a good team fight up.
I go.
So, yeah, I'll probably go for Blink Dagger next. Which is a pricey little morsel. But that was a good start in this lane.
Denied.
Hello, Lena. Ow. Oh, and Lena has that. Okay, that could be a problem. That Zeus just blows her up before she can even hit me with that. Well, I mean, this is tower, right? I don't know. I'm still a bit low. I'm gonna hold on to that Ravage. We've got a Ricky. Oh, shit. We had a Ricky. Oh, we almost killed the... Damn, we didn't save the Death Prophet. And Ricky's gonna kill me now. Fuck. Oh, Jesus. That was pretty bad. Okay, well, if Ricky's gonna be wandering around the place, I'm gonna buy a damn sense reward. I don't want any more of that nonsense. Absolutely not. It was a bit overkill. Like, there was at least 3 of them there in full health. I was pretty badly injured. So,
The red tide.
I'm not gonna commit to that.
On the hunt.
Yeah, I got my item. There's this big misconception that the reward was an item. That's not true. The reward for 1,000 referrals was an item. The reward for 10,000 referrals was create a champion. It very specifically said, like, when I attained it, because there was a little, like, panel that you got, a little control panel that listed your rewards, and it brought up 10,000, design a champion. That's it. Like, you know. But I've spoken about this 5,000 fucking times before. You know, it's not really interesting anymore. I'm not going to play League. I don't want to play League. I have no interest in playing League. There are plenty of other games I could play that are like League enough if I want a League-like experience. So I would rather just do that, you know? And besides, you know, I enjoy Dota more than I enjoy most of those games at this point, now that I've kind of got over the whole Dota anxiety thing.
I'm under attack. Swim against the tide.
Well, that tower is very low. Can we kill it? Maybe. Will I die in doing so? Not by the looks of it. Good. Cool. Sweet.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
It's always nice. Yeah, LoL was much, much smaller back then. Like, it was actually actively fighting with Heroes of New Earth for players, and Heroes for a time was actually winning. So, that's how far back that was, if you want any indication. Okay, let's get that, and I don't know, I think we're going to buy the magic wand before I go for the blink dagger.
A good path.
Yeah, even if it was what Shunk said, which is help design a champion, that didn't happen either. So, you know, none of that stuff happened. And again, I don't honestly care about the reward, I care more about the principle of it. I don't like being lied to. And I won't support companies that do it to me, so, you know, who would, really?
To battle.
Would you?
You can't run from heaven. The tide moves.
Top is missing.
I'm not 100% convinced that this move was the right one.
I surge.
I'll give you some mana, though. There we go. I can put a sentinel mid, absolutely. I think you'd probably rather I had it on the high ground, though, right? That should give the vision.
I go.
Besides, I shouldn't be buying wards anyway. I need to be going for blink.
Agreed.
So I can actually teamfight properly. We have a witch
Middle
doctor who
is
could be buying
missing.
wards. I've already placed 2 sentinels, so I think that's fair. It's not like I've been skimping on it. Alright. I'm gonna switch back down to the bottom now.
By the moon.
Strife. Yeah, I'm still in two minds about Strife. I like some of the systems they've implemented, although I have a feeling that the crafting stuff... I know they're reworking most of that now, but the crafting stuff felt like it could very easily go down the just annoyance, or this is a bit too close to kind of being a sort of pay-to-win-ish system. But the main problem I have with Strife is that all of the abilities are really fucking boring. I haven't played a champion in that game that has fun abilities. They're all really basic, like do damage, or teleport, or this is an AoE ult. There's not a lot of creativity in them. There's not a lot of interaction. There's not a lot of depth there either. We already have a sentinel mid. What the fuck do you call that?
Dire structures are fortified.
Good path.
Okay, we have her another Rager, which is wonderful.
Mid tower taking
That's what you
damage.
want, isn't it?
Your middle tower is under attack.
Forward.
You can leave now. I don't really want to listen to Zeus anymore.
On the hunt.
It's just better than starting a fight. It's like, I demand wards, and I'm going to be an asshole about it because you didn't put it exactly where I wanted it to be, regardless of the fact that I didn't stipulate where I wanted it to be. It's like, you wanted it somewhere in mid. Cool. Sounds good. I can do that. That is not a problem. Zeus with the fucking kill stealing. How irritating. Hi. I know you're there, but there's not much I can do. Marana, please stun. Please stun Marana. No? Okay. I'm probably dead then. GG. Nice. No, it's not necessarily Zeus's job to ward his own lane, but he probably wants to consider it. It's like, hey, I don't have any wards in my lane. Well, you could buy some. There's a thought. But yeah, it's like, don't say, we need it mid. Like, where specifically? Do you want it here, or do you want it here? Are you going to complain if I put it here instead of here? Yeah, whatever. I don't think treating your supports like shit is a really good way of not getting anything. Like,
Make that 2.
because let's be frank, it's the supports that you need to actually fucking survive. They're key to the team fights, and you're not getting anywhere without them, so don't treat them like shit.
I go.
It's a pretty bad idea.
Forward.
I can't reach. Oh, shit. Well, thankfully she missed that, although I'm going to get beaten on anyway. It's alright, Zeus is going to heal me, so that's okay, but unfortunately I did
Quite a
have
spree.
an attack coming after me. Where was Death Prophet and why was Death Prophet? Did Death Prophet really just run into all 4 of them? Ah, it's one of those games, okay. It happens. Just... So here's my approach that I'm trying to kind of learn, and if you're having a bad game and you can't rally your team, then use the game for practice, yeah? Use it to get better at last hitting, use it to just try and learn the map a little bit more, try and sort out positioning. That's the kind of thing that I think would be quite useful to you. Get kills where you can, divine as much enjoyment from it as possible, and then don't really worry about it. Because in about 30 minutes, you're going to be in a different game with different people, and it's all going to be just fine.
Well, I guess they didn't want you to take their top tower.
So, that is my current approach. That's how I'm trying to view things. It's hard to do it all the time. Sometimes you're just going to meet people that are horrible, and you just have to deal with that fact. And it sucks, and you end up with a bad game. But it is what it is. There's no getting away from it. You're going to run into people like that unless you 5-stack, so you have 2 choices. 1, 5-stack, or 2, learn to deal with it. And try and derive some usefulness out of it. And it's certainly difficult to do that. With my health, I'm going to have to TP back. Yep. This is, I think that's Dota in a nutshell, right? That line right there and the name of the player, I'd say that that's Dota in a nutshell.
On the hunt.
Yeah, I don't... Jesus Christ. Oh dear, oh dear. You don't get anywhere near enough reports for these guys. I don't have any remaining, so... Yeah, we're gonna just mute all chat at this point. When there's more than one person who's a complete twat, we just mute all chat, and that's fine. I'm just gonna go back to farming ancients. That's all I'm gonna do. Nice friendly little Tidehunter over here. Just beating away on some golems. Nothing to see here.
Top tower under
Farming a little bit, trying to get a Blink Dagger, and then maybe I can set up some good ganks for the team. What is your approach to elitist jerks? What, the website? I haven't been on that site in years, man. That used to be a WoW site. Is it still a WoW site? Yeah, I haven't been there in years. So I don't really have an approach to a website I don't visit. What approach would there be? Like, well, it's a website, from what I can tell. Yeah, Ravager's ready to go, but I just need to farm a bit more. I don't really have an interest in going in there without Blink Dagger. I'm just going to nick this, and I'm going to use it to farm in the bottom lane. Okay. There's a PL, but I think it's a PL illusion. I do still have the teleport, so if I need to come in around the tower, I will, and I'll Ravage, but...
Running won't help.
For the time being, we'll just stick with that. Jerks? Well, I mean, what approach is there? You just don't engage with them. It's a waste of everybody's time. Okay, this timing's probably pretty bad.
double slaying.
Well, I am invisible, and I was hoping to maybe get something... Oh! Damn! Yeah, he's in Ravage range. Kill him. There you go. Sweet, and now I die, I think, but... I got something out of it. Oh, bye! Sweet. I think that's the first time I've ever successfully bought... Go on, Mirana, get her. Now, I think that's the first time I've ever successfully bought an item just before I died, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm starting to do more of... Oh, get him! Yeah! Cool, my illusion is still fighting for me. What a mighty beast he is. Forward you go. There you go. Cool, so that actually turned out pretty well, didn't it? You know, even with a toxic team, you could still make things happen. So just try and make things better for people. Anyway... What was I saying? Yeah, I've got more into the whole quick buy thing, so I'm trying to buy just before I die. I'd not lose money. So that means I have Blink Dagger for the next fight, whereas if I had died before I did that, I wouldn't have had it. So that's good. I am told there is a hotkey. I'll investigate that after this game if I remember. I would like to know what the hotkey is, so that could be useful rather than just scratching around for the tiny little button over here while I'm trying to fight.
To battle.
But yeah, I mean, I think, like, once the team kind of gets to the point of, you know, calling each other horrible names, then it's like, well, what's the point in trying to engage with it? Just try to fight. Don't be a negative influence, just try and be a positive influence in team fights. I mean, what else is there to say? Do I go after Phantom Lancer here? Can I fight him alone? I could probably drive him away, certainly. I don't know which one is the real one, though. Yeah, there's too many of them. It's not worth it. I think I sweep around, maybe buy a scroll, and then think about teleporting mid again. PL's disappeared.
Bottom is missing.
I'm not sure where he is. There we go. Oh, he's still there. Okay. Well, I can defend the tower against him, most likely. I don't think PL can do much to me, but I do only have level 1 Kraken Shell, so it's possible he could. But I'll have my Ravage in 15 seconds, so maybe I'll think